All right, folks, let's get right to it. What's going on, everybody? Let me get myself together here. I got to check my levels. What's going on, chat? Great to see everybody here back today. Hold on. I'm going to get a little. There you go. All right. What's going on? Got some things to discuss. First, get your 2-week Harmonic Pattern Collection trial over here at HPC. Send your trading username to hpc at sr-analyst.com. Everything else at Harmonic Trader. Now, let's get to the markets. Thanks. What's up? Alex, Kat, David, Victoria, everyone else. Greetings from a little break, at least for me. A break on the markets? I don't know. Markets did a vicious reversal, down 400 at the moment. This morning, before I went out, we were looking at some things at 660. Just remarkable. Now 19.1. We're filling the gap, guys. This gap at 19K, you can book this for another 100 lower. If not, maybe all the way down to like 18.9 today. It's summer session. NASDAQ full effect, correction underway. Let's look at the big charts. None of this is a surprise to anybody, is it? We've said that a few times. QQQ right back down. Let's just start right at the top. Weekly 1618 has been hit. It was hit. It was not even a month ago. It was 3 weeks ago. And we have to look for minimum channel retracements, market retracements. I just don't think this is to be taken lightly. I still think we're going to come down and then do an obvious return move later in the fall. But for right now, we're still in the breach, seeing if we're going to break it. Absolutely ideal harmonic from a harmonic perspective, because look, this was the day we hit the big 1618, which we talked about for a year, and it gets dumped on its head. 10% correction. It's a minimum, but what's going on here? I'm not ignoring that we have a daily HSI dot. We're oversold, no doubt, but can we get out of here? Can we do this? I'm somewhat constructive, because despite today, you have some things where HSI and some of the other indicators are out. They've turned around. But we would need to stabilize. So again, this is where price action is key. The weekly chart, I think that's probably what we need to stick to and dive into. Where don't even think about this thing turning until we get a green candle on the week at a minimum. So, it just continues, folks. It continues. It's within the framework. We're not seeing. I'm not surprised. You guys aren't surprised. I am surprised at the volatility. The volatility is definitely opened up here, where you're getting these massive moves. Qs are starting to really rock, and you're getting really nice 10, 15 point swings in a day. That's impressive. So just be aware that's where we are. Summer session. The big kind of event that we need to look at for the Qs. Hold on. Let me remove this. Make that bigger. That looks better. It's kind of ridiculous. Go to the 1 hour chart, guys. Okay, 1 hour is definitely pointing us down. And this is the first continuation signal off since the top. And then literally at top of the hour, we generated that yellow dot. So it's still down. And we have to come into these levels. For the Qs, that's like 455. Maybe like 445. So that's the summer. Here we are. Happy August. Greetings, everybody. What's going on? We got the Hawk in town. We got Lodak. We got Greg. What's going on, guys? How's your summer going? Anybody on vacation? Get it while you can. Get it while you can. I just think this is the market got overextended. We hit the natural harmonic, which was the 1618, and let's just kind of connect some dots there. 1618, guys, was it right there. So now what? Back into the zone where the Q is the 236, which is 442. These are all numbers that we've been talking about for the last 2 or 3 weeks. And so your 461, let's not even think about an opportunity to get long until it's under 450. It's already a 10% correction. I mean, high to low, 504, 54 points to the low. That's where we're going. What about crazy talk? Crazy talk like 382 off the top. These are all possibilities. That gets you down to like 400, 404. Be aware of that, especially the new folks. So it's great to see just a continuous stream of new harmonic traders coming in. They discover the patterns, the levels, the software. Guys, everything you need to do starts at harmonictrader.com. And what are some of the takeaways that I like to share with people to get the most out of what you're learning here is one, let's get on the right side of the market. Let's make sure, we're not buying into an avalanche. And we've been really clear directionally. I mean, we've been super strong since this dot back in October on the weekly chart. Been really clear about all of it. And then we had this big harmonic up here. We need to see some things. So directionally, especially for new folks, okay, understand that we're dealing with the whole framework, not just one level. And within that framework, what has been happening in the last few weeks is as ideal as it gets. So if you want to learn that, because I've received a lot of questions, get over to Harmonic Trader, become a basic member, get it, take advantage of the software. Okay, you register now there, and then just log in and go to the basic members page. It's really important just to show people. I don't do it too much, but go to the basic members page. Everything you need to see is here. And the framework and all the strategies are in the books that are free PDF downloads. Best place to start is volume 3. The 1618, like that metric, that's a primary ratio, folks. And go back to the beginning of the month, beginning of last month of how much we lined up the big 1618 inflection, because that's what it was. And not to mention, I need to mention, is that some of our proprietary signals have triggered in major ways too. So we need to embrace the character change. And that, most importantly, was what I was emphasizing, that the straight up character of the last, I would say 2 years, was going to have to be digested. And we've seen some craziness happen. I would have never anticipated the things just in the narrative, the news that have unfolded. But it's an affirmation, reaffirmation of what Harmonic is all about. We look for the levels. We have expectations. We have certain anticipations. And it is unfolding in ideal fashion. And I would say that minimum, we got to go into a 30 bar, as in 30-day pause from here, go to the right, and that still puts us into, what are we talking, like the 22nd of August? So the thought here is continue to expect volatility, downside action, more aggressive reversal days like we see today, until we have some really clear-cut signals. I don't have any patterns. I don't have anything on this retracement just yet. All right, but that's how we lay it out. We treated it like a sample size. This is a 30 bar, 30-day correction sample size. We'll get to Bitcoin in a few moments because the same thing is going on in Bitcoin. Just embrace it. Okay, the straight up move right now is not there yet. That's the cues. Let's look at S&P 500, ES futures, all of it. So there's daily, and we have some stabilization down here around 54.80. But that too is, you got to go to the weekly here. And the weekly, there it is, 1618 was actually, that came in just a touch before. 1618 exact was like 56.30, something like that, 56.60 on the top side, and doing a quick retracement. Doesn't look like much yet. Fills some gaps down here and around 54.40, but we're still in this retracement mode. And some of the things to be looking for to end this thing is not even close yet. See, amplified weekly, we haven't even reached acceleration phase. This is something else that I will get to probably a bit more in detail on Tuesday. But let's see how this week finishes up, because if we crack under the 50, like let's say we get a bad close tomorrow, not bad, but bearish, then we have to look for a steeper retracement. I would think 10%, 500, 600 off the top, you get back down to 5,000. That's shaping up fairly quickly. So again, I want to think opportunity, and I've talked about the long term because I am bullish on the long term, on this long term market, but at the right price. And again, I would even go back to say, go back last summer. This is a very similar situation to last summer, where it was an 886 retracement. We had a sharp down move, and then we should get at least some kind of arrow, HSI arrow, amplified. We're not there yet. Okay? Not there yet. But understand that this has been the expected change in character I've talked about. And what we see a lot of is off of these major 1618s. They can be hourly, 5-minute, whatever. You hit the 1618 and it's kind of like a dump. A really strong move. And that 382 would be like 48.50. Minimum 236. Just try to throw out some levels. 5100. Okay, you guys get what I'm saying here? If we're going to throw up measurements and we're going to say what are the expected minimums, they're all lower. They're all lower. So we just need to embrace that framework and stay with it. Let's take a quick look at the hourly on S&P. What do we got here? Nice little dump. Yeah, another fill the gap. We just kind of hit the top end here, S&P 54.90 area. Hourly for today, it's just starting to clip it. I would expect we're 12 minutes to the top of the hour. So we're still down, guys. And you got to understand that each of these reactions have been only minimum reactions, not to mention this gap fill. I love gaps. Gaps are, that was probably like one of the first technical rules ever. Every gap, plan on it getting filled like that. So a lot to get to. Guys, it's a casual summer session today, so I'll probably go about 30 minutes today, 30 more minutes. So why don't you guys fire up any markets you want to look at? But I just want to get market direction down and be super clear about what's going on, and that we need to see some larger developments before we're considering this thing to be over. Again, I'm thinking just ride on the daily train here, take it like this, and our regression channel is still intact, but let's get a thorough test of that lower trend channel. We're looking for development here. Okay, 5400, whatever. It's not done yet. Not done yet. I would love to see a flush out, some kind of shakeout before you go. more like it's again, here we go back, go back to 2023, a year ago, something like that. Clip out the bottom end of the channel and a little shakeout, but that's lower. That's still, again, all of these are like 5,400 or lower as minimums. Great, yeah. So I'm clear on that. I've been clear on that. Let's get clear on Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, what the heck, right? Anybody else frustrated with Bitcoin? Shouldn't be. We've got the weekly, and I alluded to this last week, of we have a weekly dot. What would be the ideal continuation trigger? Go retest that. That's 60,700. We're 62.8 at the moment. On the 21st, folks, we're going to do another in our series of crypto webinars. I'm looking to build the T-coin portfolio. That's the speculative, low cap crypto. We're going to put together like 5 to 7 of those. That's on the 21st. So everybody that's either gets the software or subscribes now, you guys can join. Anybody that's a new trial or any of my regulars, you guys want to join, send me an email at harmonictrader@gmail.com and I'll set you up. But get on there. We're going to talk about these potential opportunities setting up, but not until the minimum retest at 60,700 for Bitcoin. Because if this is the channel retest like this, think of it this way. Okay, retest the bottom end of that channel, and we're looking for that launch pad. And I talked about we did a crypto launch pad webinar in June, and I just said, as much as I'd like to completely full port into all of these T coins, they're not set up. They haven't triggered yet. So Bitcoin's the same thing. Weekly, we're weekly oversold, and then daily type 2. We don't have it yet. Daily type 2 bullish patterns. And I've been thinking about this a lot of, okay, first of all, what is it? What pattern, what level, what general level? Is it, should we just load in at 60,000 or 70,000? Or should we wait? And I'm saying patience. Patience looks like this. Here we go. Where's the so I was referring to, and where's the Binance US feed? There you go. So Binance US feed, again with the different patterns on the various feeds, is not one of, come on, where'd you go? Maybe I took it off. Hold on. I was referring to the Binance US feed as having some shark patterns. Come on, where is it? There it is. Okay. Let's look at this one. Bear with me. I think I got some patterns turned off. Yep, I had patterns turned off. No bullish patterns. That would help. Hold on. Thank you. There you go. It looks like this. If I can get it. Hold on. Where is BTC? Thank you. There it is. It's a shark. Okay? And I brought this up, I think, last week. And since it's, it technically is a type 2 pattern, I'm going to use that zone, like 59.2, as a secondary retest. And then the other thing that notice, and I don't know why Binance US has more patterns than all of them, but it does. So I'll stick to this. We did generate this shark, shark to 5-0 kind of a thinking here, where that down move from beginning of July popped up to a 1618 right into the Bitcoin conference. And so now we had confirmation. Our obvious T1 target is 61.8. Now that's 1,000 lower. Also, HSI on Bitcoin is hitting oversold, which is something you want to see, but we are probably 2 or 3 days before that develops. Again, directionally, put your framework together. We continue to go lower until this stuff triggers. It's just the deal. It's, again, I thought a lot of people were hopeful maybe the Bitcoin conference would stimulate the breakout, and everybody is looking for this kind of a move where you get above that 74, 75 level. I would say it's like 73.5 now. I mean, even if we got up to like 72 and change, that would put some pressure on it. But for now, still down 61.8. 61.8. No coincidence there either. 618. 61,800 on this move until we see some other developments. A couple others you guys wanted to look at. A lot of people piping in about XRP. And let's go there. There we go, 58. Couple of dots, couple of things going on up here where the 60-cent mark, short-term resistance for now. We have a crab. Could that come all the way back to 38? Why not? At this point with XRP doing so many impulsive moves, and then you have this kind of a thing for XRP, you're at a T1, still lower. We need to see price action, and I've said this all along, between all of those little small cap speculative crypto, they have to be driven by Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is in a retracement phase this week. So a couple more. Let's get to a couple more. What's up, Greg? Greg saying, yes, speaking of gaps, CME gaps are down at 58.7. I think that's proper thinking. That's framework coming into play there. So absolutely. A couple others that we're definitely looking at. Let's take a quick peek look at Solana. 162. That was flirting with the 200 level. Couldn't do it. We had a great response off of 120, but that's it for now. I mean, that was a retest up to T2, like 178, and you have to let that come in. I do think these are all going to be fine, but we need to get through the next 3 months. We really do. I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen between now and the next 100 days? And that's why I'm cautious, to say the least, but just responding off of signals. These dots are saying down for now, back down. Let's see how low, because we're oversold at the moment with today's down move, but that could take a couple more days to turn around. I mean, I wouldn't even worry about it till probably like Tuesday, where maybe we start to get some signals. Couple others. Yep, sure. Hold on. Yeah, I can look at those. T-Bone, what's up? I can look at Near Protocol. I like Near Protocol. It's one of the ones on our list to be lining up. Hasn't triggered yet, but Near Protocol looks like this. Okay, oversold on the daily. What's the recipe? Type 2 patterns, weekly oversold. Where are we with Near? The weekly is an HSI trigger that happened 2 weeks ago. So that's back down more like 360 or 480 at the moment. Near Protocol also had, I thought it was a bat. I thought we were in the process of a retest of the bat. We sure are. Sloppy bat, but and that was down here at like 540. So not yet, but here's the thing to be looking at, okay? For these and, all of the retracement situations that are coming together at the moment, we need to get out of here. Get that out of the zone. I also like the fact that this is shaping up where you're oversold. These are starting points. Hence, the seminar on the 21st, we will cover the most speculative, degenerative crypto, period. I was a little concerned a week ago that we were going to be delayed. Maybe we needed to do the session earlier. No, not until Bitcoin gives us the clear trigger. A couple others. What's up, S Plus? S Plus, welcome to the show. Wants to look at SUI. Nice. SUI is like this. There you go. 67 cents. It's like near oversold. The recipe still is daily type 2 patterns, weekly oversold, especially with a dot. I kind of like that. We're retesting that somewhere around, what's that open trigger? Is it like 64 cents? You're almost there. Did we have anything on the daily though on SUI? I mean, it's definitely getting to that point of being oversold. Let me make sure my bullish patterns are on. Yeah, they're on. Okay, good. Let me check. That was it. It was Binance feed. But it's only a type 1 pattern, but you do have a pattern. And so let me just review this for everyone. So I've been talking about for a while, whatever your crypto is for this launch pad, I favor some that are trending better than others, but we still want weekly oversold and then daily type 2 patterns. So that means we've had a reaction and then a reversal. It would really be something like this for SUI, but we could say, same for all of them. There you go. And then back down. I don't know if that's quite ready. Probably a couple more days lower. I would still, with all of these, we're still lower, no doubt. But you just have to give this like a couple of weeks. We're going to have to get through August here. You got it. Haven't looked at DOT lately. What's up, sell now, buy later? Wants to look at DOT, Polkadot. Yeah, I think, again, with all of these, back down to $5. There was the daily there. There you go. DOT is a retest of the bat. But remember, what's the weekly? Starting with the weekly, because that has to be the long-term signal that gets us going. And that literally was, that retest was last week. Retesting right around 590 for DOT. But you're back at $5. You got to get through the week. That's it. I mean, I would say possibly even that hop level at $4. We need this time. The other thing about a lot of these, since they topped out in February, March, they're straight on a downtrend. Need to break that out. We need to see positive price action, especially this crypto that has been demolished. What's up, William? Absolutely, you read my mind on Caspa. Caspa's one that is defying the bearish downtrends that we've seen. Caspa looks like this, and it's kind of holding firm up here at 20 cents. Now, I don't have anything at 20 cents, but yes, this is a trending crypto. This has, even if we get a retest, you embrace it. But this is directionally, okay, this is the opposite of what we were just looking at. SUI was in a downtrend. This is in an uptrend. And so hit this one, dots like that, we're a little overbought right now. Come on back down like that and go again. I agree with that. Yep, Jupe. Jupe too. I wouldn't say it's in a world of its own. I just think it's relatively new crypto still hanging up there. Caspa's different than that. Yeah, that the Jupe has got, some issues up here. There's the 4 hour. Where's the daily? Dailies, you've got some oversold. Listen, even if you're new to the software, you don't know what that means. Everyone can recognize what a down arrow looks like. That's a down arrow with a yellow dot. That's our confirmation. Let it come in. What's up, jewelry? Mr. Affairs wants to look at arrow. Didn't we look at that last time? Arrow down here. Another bat. No, shark. Sorry. Shark coming all the way back down. I think you need to see some yellow dots here. Retest that 53. But again, just ask yourself, what's the weekly doing? Anything there on the weekly? Are we oversold? That's a starting point right around 76. But it's a starting point. Here's arrow again. A different trigger. Unfortunately, I've got on the CoinX feed. What about, where's Binance? Well, there's Coinbase. That's good enough. Yeah, I would think somewhere around 70, ballpark it for arrow. And then with the shark pattern too, I would say between 60 and 70. Gotta let it happen. Here's another one that I've liked. Still like it. It just hasn't hit all the way deep down yet. It's Akash Network. AKT is going to be one of our T coin. It is a type 2 on the daily. Okay. High level bat pattern up here. Some confirmation after the last HSI, but what's the weekly say? Again, you guys can walk through whatever your favorite crypto is to discover these triggers. So here's the retest. We've talked about this a few times, and it was always under $3. 308, I think, is that XA level. Yep, 308. So we've been looking under 3. 308 was a minimum. Give me some confirmation here. We're 278, maybe 210. But that's a heck of a lot closer. And start to kind of focus in on this. I'm not completely disheartened by what's going on. I mean, you got a lot of these are down 10% across the board. Here's a big one. Remember Binance Coin with the weekly shark pattern? Up here, where'd it go? So weekly shark, there it is. Okay, 645. That was pattern completion point, terminal bar. But it's like this. I'm going to favor target 1 at 414, guys. Shark 250. At a minimum, Binance Coin, and this is a good one, kind of a poster child for all big cap crypto, is minimum retest 543, but you would still need 2 more weeks. Pattern says shark to 50, and the 50 being target 1 on this retracement. I mean, what would the ideal opportunity for that be after such a big pattern, shark pattern? It's pretty clear. I think we all can agree that this has reacted off of the zone. We're not going up anytime soon until we can finish that retracement. What's up, Hawk? Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. No, this week I was off on Tuesday, but I'll be back regular schedule next week. Just trying to take a couple days. Yeah. Leons wants to look at ENA or ENS. I thought you said ENA. ENS is interesting. Maybe, let me look. ENA. ENA. No, I think you mean ENS. Ethereum name server. Yeah. Here it is. 23, back at 23. And where's the daily? We had a bat pattern, I thought, on that. It's down there. ENS, yes. I think it's back at 18, much like Ethereum Classic. And Ethereum Classic, here we go. That's probably a better one. Ethereum Classic is this bat, and we're on our way back down already. We're back at 20, but remember, it's more like 18 bucks where this big bat pattern, XA levels 19, we have a dot. So that these are encouraging signs. We just have to complete this retest phase. I would look at it like this with Ethereum Classic, like 1975. It's another dollar lower. And so let this stuff come in. We just have to be patient on it. I've been saying that a lot this summer, but the truth is that that's what it's showing us, and we have to just let it happen. Ethereum, before anything else, is something else we talked about, where likely to come on back down to 2880. Oh, come on, what's going on? Bear with me 1 second. Hold on, little issue. One moment. All right, at least that's still working. Something going on though. This is super low. ENS. Sorry, ETH. Come on. One moment, guys. Why is this doing this? There we go. I don't know. Some computer just got really slow. Ethereum is another big one. Come on. Hold up. Something going on. I'm locked up. If I can ever get the chart up, Ethereum is a retest. We're looking at the bat pattern back at 29.50. I'm locked up here. I don't know why. There we go. That's it. Well, at least we got that one to come up. I don't know how much better I'm going to be able to do. Ethereum, come on. I can't get my page to load. Don't know what's going on here. I want to show you guys the bat pattern. Well, let me go over to my, if I can get this, go to Twitter and show you the last. There you go. There it is. I don't know why I'm having a super slow connection here. But this is what I posted back on the 27th, and it still remains. 29.48. And that is absolutely unfolding as we speak. We're still 3,100, but 29.48, and then look for the confirmation. It's got a lot of work to do. Let me go back to the chart. I'm not getting it. That's a shame. Not sure why I'm having this issue right now. But crypto's top heavy, guys. And we have to just let this stuff come back, satisfy it. Even, yeah, there's another target 2 down here. At least look at it this way. Clearly, the last dot arrow is down. I always say this to people, where if you want a really easy directional assessment, just look for the last dot. Now it's out. I don't know why it's out. But last dot here off the top at target 2 at 35.32, that responded in ideal fashion as well. So I can do this actually with a couple of them. So that's Ethereum. And then the Bitcoin dominance chart, that's something else someone asked me about, and I posted recently, again back on the 27th, a couple days ago, looking for this type of a situation. And maybe I'll spend that next session on why Bitcoin dominance needs to turn around. Bitcoin dominance needs to stop going up. If you want to see the rest of the crypto market run, Bitcoin dominance needs to top out at this pattern, like 56, 57%. Give us a confirmation. We look at that chart the same way we would price. Let it come up into this zone, and it might be, this is, remember, daily chart, might take another week or two of action up in here to get the pivot and then turn down. At least that would give you other evidence of the possibility that, okay, the rest of the T coins are done dumping. Bitcoin is going to at least come back around and start to give it up to the other coins. You know, Bitcoin's not going to be not going to dominate so much. Let me go back. Let me see if I can get that chart. No, I'm done. That's not going to work. I don't know why I'm having that issue today. Bothersome. What's up? Greg saying MicroStrategy earnings today, 10 for 1 split, and it gaps down to 1435. 1435. Can I even get it up? Hold on. Let me see if I can get the chart up. The chart's not going to load. 1 second. Let me see if I can reload this. I don't know. I'm dealing with a bug. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Let's come back on Tuesday, guys. I'm a couple tech issues, but I'll answer. Let me ask a couple of other questions. Nvidia, where's that going? Nvidia's back down. We talked about why. I think Nvidia goes well under 100. Listen, let's be clear. And I can do it through, go back to this chart here. Let's go to the S&P really quick. Folks, we're in a full-on retracement correction right now. If it's crypto, it's got to go lower. If it's the markets, it's going to be something like this. This is S&P 500. The crab pattern, the SPY at 524. 525 is target one. That's what we're doing. Despite these volatile moves up and down, the larger framework, ever since that, it's a monthly 1618 at 560, back down. Mandatory tests. The same thing with Bitcoin, to go back to that 60K mark, kind of like an automatic retest. Now, what is to be expected for later into the fall would be a 1-2 framework. And I am still looking for deeper retracements across the board. So if the markets are hinting to us that we need to kind of digest what happened all in the past 8-9 months, and it's already responding, we can assume that this is going to take more. This will take us into September is how I'm looking at this. And definitely let it fall. Listen, get over. The best place to do is to get connected now with Harmonic Trader, become a member, get the software, and then join me on the 21st. Okay, I think that will be an ideal time. The way things are setting up now, the way things are dropping, that we're gonna realize a lot of those deep oversold moves in another week or two. If that's Bitcoin, or if that's S&P 500, or if it's Bitcoin dominance peaking out, or Akash network, or Ethereum, it doesn't take a heck of a lot of exposure to harmonic patterns to know that these moves are the framework, and we have to go through them. The ideal completion. The ideal setup for Ethereum to do any kind of a launch would be after a type 2 pattern. So let it happen. Let it come. I think people have been really anxious, more anxious for this halving cycle to be realized. I don't think it'll even start for another 2 or 3 months after we finish this retracement phase in the markets.